You've let a little steroid man come up from middleweight and set about you and take all your belts. But it's going to have to take a real British Lancaster bomber like me to go and relieve the useless little steadhead of the belts and get him back to Britain. You useless dossers. Honestly, bring them to me. The Gypsy King, bring them to me. And I'll put them into place. I'll relieve them of the belts again.
What's good, family? Shout out to my general, Devil Dog 83, for sponsoring your man the YB's coins once again, no doubt. Now, on to today's topic. We just heard there from TYSON. Oh, Fury airing out the middleweight. Wow. Yeah, it's funny because recently there's been quite a few funny style dudes come at me sideways. Oh, YB, you're on this bandwagon, you're on that bandwagon. Guess what? You're damn right. Yeah? Because what do we know? I'm pretty sure, in fact, never mind pretty sure, you best believe Tyson Fury locked into the YB channel. Yeah? I'm the one who told people it's a middleweight. Yeah? So you know what, let's get something straight now. Is the YB riding Tyson Fury right now? You best believe he is. Why? Because whilst Johnston, Mr. Anthony Mandela Gandhi Johnston, is sitting there talking about, well, I won 4 rounds and then I won 3 rounds last time, so this time if I can win 5 and then maybe we can get on the judges' scorecards and maybe Eddie Hearn can pay a judge to win the other round and we'll make it 7 and if we can win. Yeah? That's what your man's Johnston be doing right now. Do you have a goofazoid? Dilly and the shilly and shite? Mister, I want 50%. Even though I got knocked out by an old granny. Yeah? Got knocked out by an old granny. Never had no belt. Never beat an A-star fire, but you want half 50%? What's wrong with these guys? Yeah? Mr. 7 rounds. Mr. Maybe I can win 7 rounds. And Mr. 50%. Yeah? They funny style. Meanwhile, Tyson Fury, guess what he's saying? He's talking about filling in the middleweight. Yeah? Exactly what I've been saying. No more, no less. There's no 7 rounds about it. Yeah? Just in case you man are struggling with this one, go back and watch what Tyson Fury said. He didn't say about, well, maybe I can win 7 rounds. He said he's from the UK and he's going to show all these funny style heavyweights how it's done. Yeah? And unfortunately, would I rather these words be coming out of Mr. Anthony Johnston's mouth? I would. Yeah? But it's not that's not the case at the moment. And besides, even if he did manage to find his balls, yeah? I still wouldn't believe it. Whereas Tyson Fury, guess what? Tyson Fury, no matter what you say, in his last 2 fights has proven he can go in there and get stuck in. Walk straight forward. Yeah? That's something Mr. Anthony Johnston has not shown in about 10 fights. So please, save me the sidewaysness. Oh, YB, you riding? Yeah, you're right, I'm riding. That's it, I'm done now, I'm riding it. Yeah, you're right. I'm riding Tyson Fury for this one. For Fury versus USYK, I'm riding Fury. Simple as that. And if you don't like it, like I said, take it up with your man's Mr. Anthony Johnston, Mr. 7 rounds. Yeah? Take it up with Mr. 7 rounds. No, sorry. Take it up with Mr. Maybe I can win 7 rounds. Because that for me don't turn me on. What turns me on is hearing about a middleweight. Because I'm the one who told you it's a middleweight. I remember before AJ versus USYK won. Yeah? I said, listen, there's no way AJ can lose because USYK is essentially a blown up middleweight. And what do we know about Mr. Middleweight? You won't believe this, yeah? Sean Porter, and this is fact by the way, you can look into it yourselves. Sean Porter, who is food at 147, yeah? Sean Porter never beat, you know what I mean? Sean Porter is a bottom. The top level 147 pounders make a bottom out of Sean Porter. He won't, you know what I mean? He's not, Sean Porter isn't a 147 killer. So Mr. B-rate 147, Mr. Every A-level fighter beat Sean Porter, yeah? Or sorry, Mr. Every A-level fighter will beat me, Sean Porter. When he was coming up in the game, him and his dad had to put, or him and his dad were putting weights in his socks and in his shorts so they could fight and get more challenges at higher weights. And one of them challenges was Alexander Usyk. Yeah? I want you to appreciate this. Mr. B-level 147 pounder in the amateurs. And he's got, check out on YouTube, Sean Porter talks about it. Sean Porter talks about how he nearly knocked Usyk out in the amateurs when he was filling his boots and his shorts with weights to move up. Mr. B-rate 147 pounder give Usyk the work. Yeah? That's why he a middleweight at best. And you got these big hardback heavyweights running around the place talking about 7 rounds. So like I said, please bear me. Yeah? Oh, YB, how are you supporting Fury? YB, how can you support Fury going in there and moshing a middleweight? Oh, sorry, what do you want me to do? Oh, I know what you want me to do. You want me to come on there and tell you that, oh, YB, why aren't you backing Anthony Johnston looking to win 7 rounds if he can? But YB, he's going to win 7 rounds. How come you're not backing that? Wow, you man are down bad right now. About why aren't you backing 7 rounds? The worst thing is, oh, maybe I can win. You know, he's not even sure about winning 7 rounds. He's lucky to win 7. He's grateful. He tapping Eddie on the shoulder to get a 7-round victory in there. Yeah? Eddie's already organising it with the judges. Well, we think AJ can win 5 rounds. Do you think you can give him an extra 2? Meanwhile, Tyson Fury telling you, man, what time it is. Yeah, he's going to put on for the UK and restore some order back to the heavyweight game. Because I'm sorry, this isn't about left or right. This is about how the sport's supposed to be. I mean, we've got Alvarez down at 168 talking about coming up because it's so sweet at heavyweight. That's how bad people like Mr. Anthony Johnston have got the sport down. The headline top ticket of the sport, the heavyweight division, has now got dudes 5 weight divisions below smelling something sweet up there. Yeah? Guess what? You don't hear Alvarez calling out Fury, for example. Innit? He's not smelling nothing too sweet there. But I'll tell you where he does smell something sweet. Johnston and Usyk. That's where he coming. And you can't blame him. So like I said, you best believe I'm backing Tyson Fury to restore order back to the world of boxing. Them words coming out of Fury's mouth, that passion, that energy, I'm behind it 100%. Yeah? Now, like I said before, is Fury perfect? No. Do I back Fury on every single thing he does? No. But on this case, yeah, you best believe I'm behind this 100%. Yeah? Go in there. And this is the thing, listen, there's people out there who think that Usyk will beat Fury. Even if he does beat Fury, the point is, it's the energy. It's the same way, even though I lost money, I backed Deontay Wilder to beat Tyson Fury in the 3rd fight, but I was happy to lose, because Wilder, I knew his limitations, but he'd give it his all. That's all we can ask for, and I'm confident. Never mind Fury's words, his actions have shown he can go in there and he knows how to leave it all out there. I've just seen a video from George Kambosos Jr. who beat Teofimo Lopez. Shock decision, 20-1 against. He told his wife before he went out there that, listen, I might not come home tonight. And this is serious stuff, people. George Kambosos Jr., the 20-1 underdog who ended up beating the alleged undisputed champion Teofimo Jr., told his wife, give his will and testament to his wife, make sure the kids get this, that, the other. That's what he told his kids. And he went out there and he won. That stuff's backable. This talk is backable. These other funny style dudes, do you think Johnson told that to his... Do you think Mr. I hope the fans are happy about that performance? Seriously, Mr. Anthony Johnston, after the Usyk fight, told the fans that I hope you're happy with that. What? What's this guy? This clone, man. Damn, you been cloned. Yeah? AJ's sitting in some next middle class basement somewhere off that T ting. Yeah? The get out ting, 100%. The real AJ is down in some next middle class woman's, some next upper middle class woman's basement. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, he in there locked in. 100%. But anyway, listen. Let's get back to the other part of things, because whilst I'm gassed of Tyson Fury laying the law down and letting all these funny style middleweights, that's how it should be, people. That's how it should be. Yeah? There should be no middleweights smelling anything sweet at heavyweight. Yeah? As much as you funny style dudes, you funny style AJ fans would want us all to believe that it's normal. Oh no, YB, it's normal for middleweights to have a go on heavyweights. What are you talking about, YB? It's not AJ's fault. He's only had 2 losses. But YB, he's a millionaire. It doesn't matter that lightweights are smelling sweetness up at heavyweight. It's not here. Yeah? Sorry about that. You man crack on, making excuses and justifying it. Meanwhile, I'm going with what makes sense. I'm going with what's right. Yeah, the boxing gods are not happy at all. Not even a bit happy. And unfortunately, the hero right now is Mr. Tyson Fury. And if you don't like it, that's on you. Yeah, you man can carry on trying to work out how AJ going to win 7 rounds, maybe, if he's lucky. If he prays right. Yeah, if Eddie can sway the judges to give him a few rounds, he might be able to win 7. You man carry doing that, and I'll carry doing what I'm doing. Yeah? Back in the ferociousness. Back in him to go in there and make sure, listen, by the time Tyson Fury finishes USYK, there ain't going to be no sniffing. There ain't going to be no middleweight sniffing, you know what I mean? The thing is, I can't even blame him. Yeah? I actually believe Canelo Alvarez will beat USYK. So I'm not blaming Alvarez. He's only doing what a man would do. What would you do if you thought there was something real super duper sweet and pretty looking in the most prestigious division of the world? Of course it's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Of course Alvarez is gonna have his lipstick out. Yeah? Why wouldn't he want to wet his wick? Because you best believe, with Mr. Anthony Johnston, there's a lot of, there's a whole, trust me, there's a lot of wetting going on with that wick. Alvarez will get his wick all the way wet. Because right now, Mr. Anthony Johnston is a big pool of gash. Yeah, and different man are just looking to poke it. Oh, yeah, Alvarez, I think I'll have a go on him. Yeah, boom, went straight in. Look at USYK. USYK saw a big plump panani. Yeah, and USYK hopped straight on, had a proper go on it. Yeah? But anyway, like I said, putting that part to one side, Tyson Fury has also made some allegations against USYK, calling him a massive raving roided. Now, I mean, the reason I'm telling you this, or the reason I'm going to do a segment on this particular topic, is because Klitschko is clapped back. Klitschko's kind of stepped in for his little Ukrainian bro, but we're going to cover that on the next video, so make sure you man stay locked in. Yeah? But so far as what Tyson Fury says, do I give it any weight? Not really, truth be known. I don't see the angle here myself, but listen, the point is, what we need to appreciate is, guess what? I'd rather Tyson Fury be making false allegations or unfounded allegations, because who knows? Some people allege that they're all on juice. I mean, I don't know, because you've got to remember, juice doesn't mean muscles. They've got all these EPOs and other stuff that can juice up the cardiovascular system. Do we know? I'm not sure either way. Yeah? I wouldn't like to speculate, but what I am taking from this is, it's the attitude. This is how it's supposed to be, people. I've seen funny style AJ fans saying things like, "Oh, YB, it's awful. How disrespectful to USYK. Oh, I wish, that's what, I'm no word of a lie, yeah. I saw someone say, this is why I like AJ as a champion, because he shakes USYK's hand, and he doesn't bring the sport into disrepute, and he likes to lick, you know what I'm saying? He likes to kiss. Oh, YB, this is why I like, oh, YB, this is why I hate Tyson Fury as a champion. I hate Tyson Fury in the sport because AJ would be licking USYK's hand at the weigh-in, and I like AJ because he shakes USYK's hand after getting his head bunched off for 12 rounds and losing his belts. Oh, but YB, AJ was there holding, you know, all this kind of stuff. You man are funny style. That's what's wrong with you lot. About we want AJ as champion because he gonna shake Usyk's hand and he wouldn't say these things. Yeah, like I said, I'm taking this. If I have to choose between a soft, wet-looking dude who shakes hands and kisses and raises the winner's hand up. AJ was raising Usyk's hand up at the end of the fight. I couldn't believe what I was watching. Raising his hand up and picking him. You know how normally, yeah, at the end of a fight, if someone wins a fight, yeah, they're like, their team guy or their, I don't know, the cut man will come along and pick the fighter up by the waist and raise him into the air. AJ was doing all that. I kid you not. AJ in the ring picking Usyk up. I thought, what the f... You just got your head punched off. What are you picking him up for and raising his hand up? This guy. No shame. And then he walked out there in the post-fight press conference talking about, it was a great performance and I can't wait to get back to the gym and train some more and do some more fluffy sparring with Fernando Alonso. This guy, funny style. Yeah? So like I said, if it's a choice, I mean, I wouldn't personally make them unfounded allegations, but who knows? Number one, who knows? Yeah? Would I bet Usyk's clean? I wouldn't bet on no one being clean. That's the first thing. But the second thing, as far as entertainment, and as far as, listen, guess what? When Usyk hears this, Tyson Fury's airing out Klitschko, he's airing out Usyk, and I'm there to watch it all. How about that? That's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to air them out. There's no confusion. Yeah? Tyson Fury ain't going to be, well, who knows? Yeah, I'm not going to say what he won't do, but so far, what we know is, let's take it at face value. At face value, Tyson Fury, on this basis, calling him a Jew said, and telling him he's getting it, and telling him he's going to restore order, we can safely assume he ain't going to be giving his belt over. In fact, imagine that. Giving his belt to hold and right, it ain't going to be happening. He told him you're a Jew said and you're getting it. I'm punching you back down to middleweight. Yeah? Listen, Usyk, all the extra weight you put on, I'm going to punch out of you. And you're going to be back there getting schooled by the B-level 147 pounder, Sean Porter. Yeah? And rightfully so. About we want AJ back because AJ likes to uplift his opponents. What's with you, man? A super duper 2021, ain't you? Oh, YB, we don't want to be discriminatory against smaller weight divisions. We like a champion who's more inclusive, and AJ's super duper inclusive. And wow, you man, and I kid you not, there was people in my comment section telling me about, oh, YB, we want a more inclusive champion. We want someone who can appreciate all the different weight classes. Damn! We want AJ back. We want Queen AJ back so we can uplift the smaller weight divisions and make sure, yeah, 100%. I'm hearing the reason AJ lost because he wanted to uplift smaller men. Yeah, and make sure smaller men know they can have a go as well. I'm hearing there's gonna be a transformer in there next. Yeah, AJ. Imagine the headlines. AJ KO'd by transformer. Yeah, KO'd by transformer female. Don, you know ones. Yeah. Wow. Bruce Jenner KOs Mr. Anthony Johnston cold. And then AJ at the end of the fight after being KO'd by Bruce Jenner or by Kelly Jenner, whatever the name, or by what's the other one? Yeah, listen, the point is, you best believe when AJ get KO'd by Jenner, AJ will then pick Jenner up and say, yeah, this is one for inclusiveness. Everyone can have a go on me. Nah, you know what? You man can keep that one. I'm taking the Tyson Fury one. I'm taking... Ain't no one having a go on the heavyweight division. Not when I'm involved, Mr. Tyson Fury. That's what he's saying. And I'm backing that. Yeah, if you man don't like it, you can find another channel to go on there and jump on and have a go on. How about that? Yeah? Because for me, you know what time it is. Smoke all the way through. And this is smoky. Couldn't care about the specifics. Oh, but YB, he said this. It's not true. I don't care if it's true. How about that? I care about the energy from now on. It's all about energy for me. And from this energy, Fury wants Usyk bad. Yeah? He want him bad. He don't want to play tickle with him. He don't want to play, look, listen. From what Fury said, yeah, does he sound like he want to play tickle, tickle, tickle? Or he want to show he can box? You man tell me. I've just called you a raving midget Jew-said, and you're getting punched back down to middleweight. Do you think he wants to go in there and show he can box? Because Tyson Fury called him a weightlifter. Oh, but I wanted to go in, even though I'm a 32-year-old man with children myself, who's the alleged heavyweight champion. I went in there to try and box because Tyson Fury called me a weightlifter. Oh, wow. Do you think that's what Tyson Fury thinking? Do you think Tyson Fury saying, well, you know what, I better not call him a juicehead because... I better not call him a juicehead, because I better not call USYK a middleweight juicehead, because if I do, then I got to remember that AJ called me a weightlifter, and if I go in there and, he called me a weightlifter, so I don't want to piss you. Wow, that's what your man, Mr. Anthony Johnson, be doing. Yeah, but I can't go in there and whoop USYK because Fury called me a weightlifter, so I need to be sure I can. Wow, it's bad. It's bad for Mr. Anthony Johnson. And it's not just him. There's a bunch of soft dudes. But like I said, right now I'm with Team Fury. Yeah, you best believe that as well. YB is now Team Fury, and if you don't like it, tell your man's Johnston to find his balls. How about that? Because guess what? And it's the worst thing. Even after the fight, even after you had your eye popped into a big bust cherry, yeah, popped your cherry in your eye. USYK popped a cherry in your eye, yeah, popped that big. Listen, bottom line, he popped your cherry for you. How about that? Even after that, you still didn't have no venom in him, did he? Let's be real now. Even after having his cherry popped here, Mr. Anthony Johnston still couldn't find no venom in him. Still talking about, well, maybe if me and Eddie work together, we can win 7 rounds, maybe. Yeah, you know, I've won 3. Oh, well, last time we won 3 rounds, and, you know, if me and Eddie can work together with the judges, we can maybe win 7 next time. This guy! Wow! Yeah? That's what he's doing. Tyson Fury, even though he hasn't been beat yet, even though he hasn't been embarrassed in front of his own crowd, even though he hasn't lost his belts, he's already on another level. So you best believe I'm Team Fury. Because Team AJ, even after a loss, even after embarrassment, even after being schooled in front of your own people, he ain't got it in him. He just ain't got it, people. I'm afraid to say ain't. What do you want me to do? Oh, YB, you're a fair weather fan. I understand what a fair weather fan is. There's fair weather, and then there's hopeless. There's fair weather, and then there's whatever Johnson be doing now. Yeah? And you man can do what you want to do. If you want to back if you want to back Mr. Maybe I can win 7 rounds. I'll tell you, listen, from now on, it's going to be Team Maybe I can win 7 rounds, and Team Juicy Middleweights getting smashed. How about that? So everyone in the comments right now, pick your side. Are you Team Maybe I can win 7 rounds with me and Eddie working together, or Team Middleweight Juicehead getting smashed to bits? Pick your side. Yeah? Don't want to hear no more about nothing. What team are you on? YB? I'm on Team Juicy Middleweight getting smashed all the way back to Ukraine. How about that?